right. So looking at the 3Ds, this is some of the stuff that I've learned over the years that I've spent in the various roles that I've had. A lot of the times there's a huge focus on developing content or acquiring content, and without thinking about the other areas. So, especially with a pilot and a POC, you're enamored with the technology. You want to build something that's custom for yourselves, and there's a huge focus on the application itself, possibly the analytics and possibly integrations, but most of the time it's on that app itself. The fail point that tends to happen is that you're focused on the technology and you're not thinking about how this technology is going to be deployed into your organization, and you're also not thinking about how this is going to be delivered by facilitators or how it's going to be consumed by learners. So it's important that even a POC, all three parts of that delivery are actually thought about. So you want to ensure that you're speaking with ICT. You've got these headsets are connected to a network. As I said, it may be a guest network with a smaller deployment, but ensuring that the device is integrated into what you're doing. And even with delivery, you want to ensure that it's supported by this e-learning technology, by the traditional learning. So folks feel like they're not being thrown into something that's completely isolated and it's not part of an overall learning strategy. So it does take a little bit of strategy and thinking to do this, and not just throwing the technology against the wall and using it as a shiny toy. Because what you'll find is that while you may have a lot of energy and excitement around the new technology initially, you'll start to have senior management and senior folks inside an organization asking harder questions around, okay, what happens if we do scale this out to 1,000 people? If you don't have that deployment strategy in place, you won't have those answers. So it's actually thinking about the steps beyond the POC, and ensuring that you're able to answer all those questions, but then also building it into that culture that we're trying to aim for. So you've got it so it's a presumed technology that's always added to any strategy moving forward. So that's where having these three components, and then all of that obviously delivers data. So you need to ensure that you're tracking usage, you're tracking performance inside headsets, you're tracking the health of devices, which is stuff we can do with and assist with you at Skills. But the most important part is ensuring that all of these things are at least answered, even if they aren't started, even if there isn't a huge amount of information yet. But you're saying we're looking into this space. We haven't been able to engage with IT yet because it's still a pilot or whatever. But actually having those plans in place will ensure that senior management have a bit more faith in what you're trying to achieve.